That sets the tone and mood for the 2021 National Diaspora Day celebrations with the theme Diaspora Integration for National Peace and Development.
Development can only thrive in a peaceful environment, hence the need for collaboration for maximum cooperation. My brothers and sisters in the diaspora, this is home. You all have families and investments in Nigeria. So it's important to collaborate, to share ideas, technology, and every other thing that will assist the progress and development of our dear country, Nigeria.
Minister of State, Foreign Affairs and Supervising Minister to Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, Ambassador Zubairu Dada, opened the event with a keynote address.
I'm delighted to be given this opportunity, and I must say this very rare privilege to present a keynote address at the celebration of the 2021 National Diaspora Day in honor of Nigerians in the diaspora. This special group of persons can be found all over the world, making a name for themselves and flying high the Nigerian flag. My compatriots, your resilience and patriotism are, to say the least, most fulfilling. You have continuously, without much prompting, dedicated your time, your skills, your talents, your resources and global exposure in the development of your fatherland, Nigeria. I salute you.
An engaging special celebrity interview with Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-lweala, Director General, World Trade Organization, anchored by Honorable Abike Dabiri-Erewa, NICOM Chairman, was revealing and exciting.
One of the things I'm thinking about now is how can the WTO support further trade and investment in the country? How can we help to make sure the actualization of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement happens in a good way for Nigeria? We have the largest population, the largest market, but in order for us to benefit more from trade, we have to add value to our own products. And so trying to help, we have an investment facilitation agreement here at the WTO that we're negotiating. Once we do that, it's something that can help countries better create the environment to attract investment. That investment should help us have more industries, manufacturing, keeping jobs at home. And then if we trade with other countries, that is also something that is very important.
Can we share briefly part of your experiences, what it is like being at the very top?
Well, like you said, it's not easy. But I tell you what, I'm doing a job where my training and expertise is being put to use. And so for me, it's intellectually very challenging. There's a lot of politics in it too. When I was campaigning, it almost felt like you were running a political campaign at home. I learned a lot with all the intrigues and stabbing in the back and everything. I've run a political campaign now. But the nice thing about this is an economic post. I mean, you need your training. And what I advise people, and I advise women, always go for something in which you either have a passion for and you have the training to do. Because at the end of the day, when you're running something, it's not about you being a woman. It's about the competence you bring to the job. It's very nice for people to say, oh, she's a woman, first African and first woman in the job. But if I go there as first woman, first African, I don't have the competence and what it takes. I will be letting women and Africans down. So the number one advice for women is make sure you have the competence to do what you need to do. At the end of the day, once you have the competence, people forget whether you're a woman or a man. They'll just say, this is somebody doing the job.
What message you have for thousands of Nigerians diaspora listening to you, and also describe the younger ones that are also listening to you today as we have our annual event.
My final message is I am so proud of Nigerians in the diaspora. Really, I mean it from the bottom of my heart, because they are they struggle. It's not always easy in any country they are in. They work so hard. Now, what I want to tell them, especially the young ones, remember that you are Nigeria. Each action you do, other Nigerians will be judged by it. So those who are tempted to do the wrong thing, please don't. Because once you do it, they'll say, Nigerians, that's how they are. And they will tag the country in that way. I want you all to keep doing the right thing.
Goodwill messages from the National Assembly at 2021 National Diaspora Day celebrations were very, very encouraging.
It's already been established that Nigerians have a significant population out there in the world, across the world, as far off as Australia, as so close as the Republic of Benin. Anybody outside the shores of this country is a Nigerian in diaspora. And I must really appreciate them for putting Nigeria on the map. We have been known to be one of the highly educated and skilled labor across the world. We occupy important positions of authority in different organizations around the world. And as we all know, most recently, a Nigerian British, Professor Dakwa Akande, was nominated for a role in the International Law Commission, bringing kudos to his Nigerian roots, selling the true narrative of Nigerians out there. It has also already been established that our diasporas bring in billions of dollars in remittances into Nigeria, which contributes significantly to the nation's GDP. Many of our diaspora have been contributing to national development in areas of trade, investment, entrepreneurship, job creation, apart from social, economic empowerment of their families and friends. These and more are the reasons why our diasporans need to be celebrated.
Development of Nigeria and its national peace require the support and participation of all Nigerians, either we are at home or we are abroad. Nigeria will continue to engage with its diaspora through the one-stop agency for all diaspora issues, that is the Nigerian Diaspora Commission. It is also worth to note that as part of the engagement mechanism, the National Diaspora Policy 2021 has been approved and adopted by the Federal Executive Council, and Nigeria is already implementing in earnest this strategic plan of the Nigerian Diaspora Policy. In view of this, let me reiterate the commitment of the Senate and indeed National Assembly in supporting NIDCOM and its program in the course of the implementation of the NDP 2021 and its strategic plan. Let me also use the opportunity once again to congratulate and celebrate the outstanding achievement, resilience, and positive impact Nigerians to make all around the world. You have indeed flown our banner very high in your respective host countries. Our groundbreaking surgeons, cutting-edge technologies and scientists, astute businessmen and women, etc. You have all done well, and we are proud of all of you as you represent the best of our country.
Participants at the incident hall and those who hooked virtually were thrilled by the National Council for Arts and Culture troupe.
To give honor to who honor is due, today we have the pleasure of giving awards to these representatives of our brothers and sisters abroad in diaspora. We urge you not to relent, but keep on shining for the good name of Nigeria. As we also hand you this. With this, you will become the voice of Nigeria, carrying on the good name and letting the whole world know that indeed the land is meaning Nigeria and that Nigeria is the great nation.
The recently ratified and adopted National Diaspora Policy was presented to the public.
IOM, as the UN Migration Agency, has been working with diaspora organization and government because we recognize the importance of the diaspora to their countries, to the development of these countries, but focusing specifically on the theme of this year, the peace, because the diaspora can create this space for dialogue that bring peace and community. So I am delighted to join my sister, the indomitable chairman, to present to you the policy today.
A presentation on National Diaspora Merit Awards made.
The National Diaspora Merit Award ceremony is scheduled to take place next year, 2022. What are the objectives of the National Diaspora Merit Award? These objectives are: 1, to recognize and celebrate the Nigerians in diaspora who have contributed and who made contributions and impact the development of Nigeria. The categories of the National Diaspora Merit Award include those who have excelled or contributed in the following development areas and others: agriculture, information communication technology, science, technology and innovation, water resources, finance and economics, leadership development, and many others. What are the eligible criteria? The National Diaspora Merit Award is open to all Nigerians in the diaspora who have traceable and trackable records proving continuous and consistent impact in development of Nigeria.
A message of solidarity by Dr. Amina Mohammed, Deputy Secretary General, United Nations, made.
The large Nigerian diaspora, particularly its young people, has a pivotal role to play in advancing peace and development. With their experience, networks and resources, they can counter stereotypes and project an accurate narrative on Africa that brings out the richness and the talent of our countries. The diaspora community is well placed to tackle misinformation, raise awareness of human rights, build partnerships, and mobilize political will and investments. The human, financial, and social capital that young Nigerians acquire abroad often enables them to become entrepreneurs, set up new businesses, and create new market opportunities at home. Furthermore, the remittances from the diaspora community are an important source of income to many families and local communities in Nigeria. Remittances play a pivotal role in reducing poverty and financing investments in health, housing, education, especially that of girls, and of small businesses and development. Sadly, the COVID-19 pandemic has dramatically reduced this critical contribution. According to the World Bank, remittances have slowed by almost 30%. As we respond to the pandemic, migrants in the diaspora will be crucial to the recovery. The 2030 Agenda presents a blueprint for sustainable recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic and for achieving a better world. Within host countries, fostering the financial inclusion of migrants and their families will be critical. Remittances can support the investment into the Sustainable Development Goals in ways that build resilience to counter future shocks and crises and support action to protect the environment and combat climate change.
A continental panel of discussants on the theme Diaspora Integration for National Peace and Development, handled exhaustively.
Education, where we get into mentorship, internship, exchange, and do an annual diaspora return. There are a lot of us who are professionals and have excelled individually in our fields. Bringing back that knowledge is huge, and collaborating with our Nigerian brothers and sisters at home.
On the issue of businesses and people investing in Nigeria, again, the security, the violence, the kidnapping, the lack of power, these are things that scare a lot of people away. I mean, we remit $25 billion annually. I think we could match that in diaspora investments if we could address a lot of these security issues.
We all know we can do more, and the only way we can do more is by engaging our host country for the betterment of our people in Nigeria, and that's what we do in Canada. We focus on partnership, and building stronger partnership for the to enhance the bilateral trade between Nigeria and Canada.
Along the same path of peace and integration through health, we're very much on ground when it comes to, like, we talked about the COVID the last time. When COVID came on to Nigeria, we were able to donate 90,000 worth of PPEs. We're constantly in the process of trying to engage. We're very much engaged with NAFDAC. We were able to engage in providing COVID testing kits.
We cannot ignore the youth. And so we are looking at trying to not to ignore the youth, because essentially this is the part of the future. We are looking about a country with, like I said earlier, over 40%, of young people, depending on how you define young people. These are the people that we need basically to move on with sustainable leadership.
Political and policy solutions. Of course, we know the problem of Nigeria. Once there is, suspicion of non-inclusivity in the government, of course, it's a problem, because you need unity for any society to develop. So inclusiveness of government is a policy program which I think government should look at when we're looking at how have we found ourselves in this insecurity situation.
We need some kind of engagement. We want the embassies to really engage with more productively with the Nigerians, so that they can they can feel that there's the kind of they have been taken care of by Nigerian government. They feel that they're at home. If they are being celebrated, if they are engaging them with workshops and seminars and business opportunities back home.
The first Nigerian-made electric car was on display.
That was nice.
What's the operation of Frantz Nigeria assembled
Oh, yeah,
and
this is Frantz as part of our diaspora. First Nigerian assembled electric vehicle. Under the leadership of the Nigerian diaspora people, Mr. Jalani Abiu. So it's a good beginning. I mean, some have said it doesn't go more than certain kilometers. You have to charge, but this is a good beginning. At least if everybody supports this, we can grow bigger and better. And we can have our own Nigerian assembled electric car. Whether I would like it or not, that is the future. But it was a very easy ride, very pleasant, and smooth.
So don't you think this is a good commentary on engaging Nigerians in Diaspora for national development?
This is an example of engagement of a Nigerian who was abroad, worked for General Motors, designed the Chevy Volt for General Motors, and has come to design the Nigerian Assembly electric car. So it's quite impressive.
It is indeed an honor to be able to be part of this celebration, which showcases and manifests the greatness of Nigerians in Nigeria and around the world, testifying that yes, together we can make a difference, not just to the countries where the diasporas live in, but we can really make a significant difference in Nigeria. I'm very happy to have had the opportunity to live in the US, and now to also have the opportunity to be back in Nigeria, to be making my own little contribution towards the progress of Nigeria. I wish to congratulate Honorable IBK for the great and immeasurable work she's doing in making sure that the value of Nigerians in the diaspora is made useful in Nigeria towards the development of this great nation. I congratulate her once again, and also congratulate her team at the Commission and all Nigerians in the country and abroad.
Now, the Diaspora role models.
In 2018, I met with President Felipe Nyusi of Mozambique in Maputo to talk about the need for girls in school to stay in school until at least the age of 18. And I was showing him myself as an example of what an educated girl can do. And he listened carefully. We kept talking after I left the country, and by the grace of God, 16 months later, so about July of 2019, Mozambique formally outlawed girl marriage, which is just a great thing, an amazing thing for the young girls in that country.
Last year, exactly within this period, Nigeria, something happened in Dubai when some group of Nigerians were arrested for criminal activities, and it painted the country in a very bad light. So Nigeria was on the spot for the wrong reason. And almost immediately, my story also went viral when I got a commendation from the Japanese police for returning money and turning down the statutory 10%. I got a letter of commendation and it went viral. And NITCOM really helped to push the story because I believe so much in what late Professor Chinua Achebe said, that we should start telling our own stories.
Enjoy Home String, a presentation by second and third generation diaspora.
What I would like to do here today is tell you how NITCOM intends to connect the second and third generation of Nigerians in the diaspora to Nigeria.
The diaspora can come back home to paid internships with possible recruitment offers. An infusion of diverse Nigerian culture, attires, food, live music, and African creatives. The online forum will create a platform for professional diaspora to network, discuss, and engage with one another.
I'm very interested, I'm very interested in making sure the history and legacy of FESTAC is known, and that people connect Nigeria's prominence in arts and culture today to the long-standing legacy and the work they've done with arts and culture in the past.
I would like to see Nigeria become a safe environment where everyone, regardless of their background and culture, can prosper socially and economically.
Nigeria being home for me is very important. I would love for design and the arts in general to continue receiving recognition and support alongside STEM subjects. The tech scene in Nigeria is incredible, and I do hope to be a bigger part of it.
We want the creation of an ecosystem where the diaspora are incentivized to partner with those domestically on joint ventures, with legal and economic safety nets in place, which include things like government-backed loans and low-interest financing. My message to the stakeholders is to know that it's not too late to turn the brain drain into a brain gain.
The Diaspora Day cake cut.
So yeah, you can go on with the cupcake. People are watching you. So go on, please. By count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Go on.
And music by Ice Prince made the day memorable.